be Sharon. No, oh, I'm calling Sharon. Where am I calling Sharon? Oh my God, my apologies.
No.
My bad. All week. Back and forth. My apologies.
What I can say about Pops, every time I see him, he always have this beautiful, bright smile, and it just lights up the room. It just lights up my world. And I could just feel that energy. Even when, you would be downstairs and the place is crowded, and if it's one of those nights when I'm there and I'm passing by and I didn't see him, I would feel somebody reach out and touch me and say, "Hey, Auntie." And I look up and I was like, "Oh, Popsy, it's you." And I would give him a hug. But he always just lights up my soul when I see him. And, with that beautiful smile. Another time, I was outside. It was in the summertime. And it was me and my sister. We were standing in front of the studio.
Sister.
I heard this loud, annoying bike. And I said, "Who that with a loud noise there?" And the person goes right up on the sidewalk. And I said, "Popsy, are you not make that noise there?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh my goodness." At first I was annoyed because I heard this loud annoyance. But when I turned around, he just melted my eyes. I said, "Oh my goodness, you're lucky it's you." So that is just, a couple of my fondest memories of him. And I just want to say that with him, I just love him. I love his warmth that he brought to my soul. And that's something that I would, I'll cherish those memories of him until I cross over myself, until I, see him in spirit land. So, with, ending my my memory, I share my memory. Anyone else, if you guys want to say, just come on up. We're family, remember. And we're here to celebrate his life, his legacy, how he touched us, and, the memories that we will live on in this life cycle, about him. All right?
Well said. Well said.
Anybody else? Come on, I know you have a lot to share. Don't be shy.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to have everyone here tonight celebrating with the family. I'm Daffodil. If whoever don't know me, I am Daffodil. I just want to say that Pops was living with me for a couple months, and it's always a pleasure. Like my sister said, it's always a pleasure to see him. You can never have a dull moment around him. And what I can remember, he likes to dance, and that boy can dance. And he always danced to this song. What's the name of the song again? Clocks. Where you get that new clocks, the daddy. And he's always in his Clarks. And when the song is playing, he's always doing like this, showing off the Clarks. But I know for sure that he's a good dancer. Also, whenever, like my sister said again, the loud noise, I look around and I'm like, okay, I don't see anyone, but I can hear the noise. And I'm saying, it must be Anthony or Andrew. I'm like, it gotta be these two people, because with a loud car noise, it's like Andrew or Anthony. And when I look around, because I always call him Anthony anyway. So when I look around, I'm like, okay, Then I see he would just walk right in. And I said, is that you? And he's like, yeah, with a beautiful smile. I mean, he's going to be missed. I love him. And he's always here, partying with us. So I know he's still here spiritually, even though he's not here physically. I love him. So, Anthony, boy, we miss you so much. I miss you so much. And I know you're not here, but you will never be forgotten. And you will always be in my heart.
Well said, well said, well said, well said. Clap. Hey, come on. Hey, no vision.
Anybody else want to?
Come on, come on.
I have a whole lot to say.
Take
He's my
time.
son. Pops is my son. Took him home, literally took him home. I watched him grow up. And boy, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I followed him everywhere. Love him. I love him till I couldn't love him no more. I love him. I love him, man. If my love could bring him back, he would be resurrected already. Seriously. But he was just one of them birds that could not be trapped, you know. He had to have his way. And, you know, a lot of times I couldn't understand it because I always hope that if you could just change a little bit, to be at least a little bit of what I have in mind. Because, you know, I was kind of brought up in a whole different time. Pops was, he was just a free-spirited boy. And looking back now, you know, I love him for what he is. Not for all he did, but, you know, proud to say he's my son. I love him. And he is my boy. Proud of him. Pops, stay strong. I'll meet you soon.
I love my poppy. One of my fondest moments, I would say, is when he moved down to Florida and he came by my husband and our house. Had a time, you know, just being able to hold hands, dance, and kind of just be in the moment. And over the last, I would say, maybe even 10 years or a decade, it's like you're not there present or physically with someone. But, you know, we would always talk, laugh, and keep up with everything. And, you know, that's my baby brother, no matter what. Love him. And I know that he's in a better position. He's able to fly and be free. And that's important. He's a free will, you know, free-spirited person, and I love him. So we love him.
Yes, indeed.
One question. How did he get the name Pops?
How did you get the name Pops?
He got a name before he was born.
Well,
A friend of the family used to come around and she would go to his mom and rub her belly and say, "How's Pops? How's Pops?" You know, bring some soup for Pops. Here's Pops. Pops came out and the name stuck on him.
Everybody knows.
well, that's good. That's the only thing I didn't know his name was Anthony. My middle name is Anthony. I didn't know. Well, good. Good to know. Good to know.
Indeed.
Good to
Anyone
know.
else would like to say something? Okay.
Pops is my cousin, so I just wanted to say God makes no mistakes. And the last time I actually seen him, we were here. So we were downstairs. We were always talking about life and what we were going to do and how we was going to move to Florida and build in Florida and things like that. But so we came up here, and I'm like, Pops, you know I can shoot pool, right? Real good. So I ended up playing like 5 of his friends and beating every last one of them. He was like, because I did not know you could play pool that good. And I'm like, yeah, I can. And I just wanted to say I'm really going to miss him. That was like my other brother. And I don't know who I'm going to call my brother on now. And God just needed him more than we did. And his spirit would always live on. That's about it.
Well said. Well said. No vision. No vision.
Well, I want to live on. And I've known Anthony for all of his life. And I've taken care of him for quite a bit of time. And I had a good time with Anthony. And one of my fondest memories of Anthony was when I'm by Neville's house, his dad's house. You can hear Anthony coming up the road in the car. On that break, and you're like, oh my God, here comes Anthony. Before you even see him, you know he's there. So, you know, Anthony is in a better place. He's happy, he's free. He doesn't like to be caged in. So he's free and he's dancing with the angels. And we hope someday that we'll see him. And we miss him. His journey was short, but his memories will live on forever.
Yes.
And we love him.
Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Super.
Anyone else? Anyone else? I'll come to you guys. Just raise your hand. If you're too shy to walk. Anyone else? Becky, you want to say something?
Elder sister.
My fondest moments of Pops is when I would see him, his smile just makes me smile. When I'm having that bad, he said, cheer up, man, come on, man. Come on, man. What you doing, man? Let's go, man. Let's go somewhere, man. Yeah, it just, his whole smile, his whole personality is one in a million. You don't have to say anything. It's just something that he has. That's one of his main charisma that I love about him. And I will forever cherish that and miss that. And I know his spirit will live on in each and every one of us. And I know he's here today, and he was like, wow, everyone came out to celebrate me. And I know he's happy.
Yes.
So thanks everyone for coming. It's a blessing. I thank you, God, for all of you for coming out. And I know Pops will be happy too. Yes. Thank you.
Well said.
Anyone else want to say something? Just raise your hand.
All right, good evening. Name's Sheldon, Pop's cousin. It's tough situation, but happy to see everybody here, and he's going to be missed. And smile like everyone keeps saying, let's brighten up the room. He's free-spirited, like Uncle Neville said, and my memory of Pops is always whenever we're having a little get together, it won't be on time, but Pop's gonna show up. You're gonna hear him come in, and love when my mother cook because love our oxtail. No matter what, I'll leave with a plate. I'll leave with a plate with somebody special too. So, well, we miss Rude Boy, you know. And, it's tough, but we not suffer. He is love. I can feel it, Uncle Neville and Auntie P, you know, Cavades, Auntie Don. I mean, there's so much people that, you know. It's you know what I mean. But thank you all for coming out. But you know, he's in a better place, I can tell. So.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. One more time. One more time.
I'm one of the ones. And my fondest memory of Pops is when he was a kid, maybe like 3 years old. He used to be the dancer of the family. You know, we would say, Pops, come and dance for us. And everybody would pay him to dance. You know, and I always said, why are you paying him? But he never refused the money. And he's always the dancer of the family. You know, he was always a free-spirited person and happy going, you know, sweet kid. And we really gonna miss him, but we know that, you know, his suffering has ended. And I think, you know, it's maybe the best thing for him. And we're gonna miss him so much and we love him. Thanks so much, guys, for coming out.
Yes, yes.
It.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
I'm one of the aunts, and I just want to say God lent him to us for a little while to brighten our lives.
Yes.
And we're going to dwell on his spirit and the life he lived and the lives he touched. He said he touched all our lives, and he will be forever in our hearts. He's gone physically, but he's here.
Yes.
And thank everyone for coming.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello, good night, everybody. I'm Pop's uncle.
I had a
Uncle Hugh.
Wi-Fi to connect us. Sometimes network connection weak.
So,
Yeah, but
I know, I call him Rude Boy. You know what I mean? That's
it's
how I
a
call him Rude
connection
Boy.
weak, you know.
I know him
Oh
from
my
the day he
God.
was born
Totally forget
to the
it.
day he died. And he moved on, you know what I mean? And he's in a better place because he was suffering, you know what I mean? And doctor wanted us to pull the plug long time. I said, no. But I let Rude Boy hang around and the Father take him, you know what I mean? And the Father take him the right time, you know what I mean? That's the time it took him, you know what I mean? So, it's tough on us right now, you know what I mean? Because we're going to miss Rude Boy, you know what I mean? But we love him, and we'll always love him, man. We're not going to stop loving Rude Boy, you know what I mean? As long as we're around, you're going to be in our hearts, you know what I mean?
There you go. Sorry. What happened, Joe? I said, that's your baby brother.
Hello, everyone. I must say, from the day I met Pops, he was a young teenager at the time, and I must say, he's like a little brother to me. He's always looked up to me. Like it was me, Cousin Dave, Cousin T-Bone. We all had little sports cars, so I guess we kind of had influence in getting him into the way he was. A very spirited, happy, great person. He always had this positive vibe, and nothing would get him down.
Michael, closer.
But all I can say is that with all things, everything he's been through, an accident, nah, that's not really a thing. You know, that's something that happened, we go from it. He's had many, but you know what? He learned every single time. And being the positive person he was, he had influenced me, myself personally. It warmed my heart and also saddened my heart as everything that's gone is processed. I was so heart-struck and broken inside. I had hope. With the hope I had inside, I wished everything could have turned out better if he was standing right next to me. He was the first one to reach out to when I had my accident. He said, "Yo, whoa, I'm glad you're here, man." I said, "Yo, no matter how far I am in Florida, I missed you, man. I love you, cousin Max. I love you. And all I can say to you, cuz, I love you all the same and more." So until that day we meet again, hold it down for me, bro. God bless.
Yes, yes. Oh boy, yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Hello, everyone.
Calma,
Junior. Not a junior. Respect, Fred. But I've been in Philadelphia since 2021, and when I first came on the flight, I came to the apartment where Pops was at, and we became buddies since, friends since, you know. Pops always been there for me more than a brother. I would look at him and say he reminds me of my brother, because my brother passed away. I had one brother and he passed away, and they look alike. They have the same body fit. You know what I'm saying? They really look alike. And I always adore Pop. He teach me a lot. He really been there for me, literally as a bigger brother. Since I came to Philadelphia, he brought me around Philadelphia. He showed me everywhere. He brought me to Studio 7. You know what I'm saying? So, and he really took me in as a family. You know, and that's how I meet majority of people here. You know, and I just want to give my condolence. You know, I miss Pops a lot. You know, more than I could imagine.
Well said. It's too late to add net. If you turn it on the Wi-Fi, you can come inside.
Hey guys, I ask that you just give respect to the person who's talking, because when you talk while other people the person is talking, then you can't hear, because their voice travels. So just, respect the one who's talking so we can hear.
Tamp it down. I can't walk on the car. I lose signal. Never had the Wi-Fi shit, you know. It's really annoying. Is there a pause on here? Is the end?
We're going to put the microphone close to the speaker so they can hear.
What you want today? And I'm like, what you want? I have some stewed chicken, or if I cook goat meat, I say I have some curry goat. He said, oh, that sounds good. Can I have some? I said, yeah, come on and eat, Pops. When he finished eating, he would be like, oh, this food is good. And I would say, yes, Pops.
That's right.
It's always good for you. And he would always tell me, was like, Auntie, just keep praying. Everything will be fine. Don't worry about nothing. God is in control. And I say, yeah, Pop, God is in control. And I always say to him, I say, just be careful on the bike. I just don't like to see you on the bike sometimes. And he was like, yeah, auntie, I'm going to try and get rid of it one of these days. And I said, yes, please. I would really like to see you get rid of it. And I'm telling you, every time I go in the house, it's like I'm seeing him like walking. It's so hard. I can't even look in the room where he used to stay. Every time I look in there, it's like I'm seeing him like laying on the bed or sitting or doing something. But I know he's in a better place right now, and I thank God for that. He's not suffering. He's in no more pain. And Anthony will meet again. Okay. Thank you all. Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you guys. Anyone else would like to say something? Going once? Now remember, even though we will get the wave of sadness, remember that we're celebrating his life and legacy, and understand that he's in a place of love. He's in a place of peace, everlasting peace. And he's here to celebrate with us. So yes, we might feel that wave of sadness because we miss him physically. But understand that spiritually, he's here. We don't die, remember that. To dance and enjoy life the same way he used to dance. He used to love to dance. So tonight we're going to dance. We're going to enjoy ourselves in celebration, in memory, in his memory. Okay? So if anyone else? You know something? I have anybody else want to say something?
I'm Serenity of House. But he was always on the move. He was always going somewhere. He was really funny. He always had a really nice smile. He was very handsome.
Handsome guy.
When I heard the news, it was like unreal. He's gone, but not forgotten. Yes, indeed. And his suffering is over. He's in a better place.
Yes, yes. Who's the prettiest girl here? Oh.
I was like a real good friend to me. I visited him like a couple times in the hospital, and even though I wasn't there all the time, one of the hospitals he was at was Penn. I had many friends like went there, make sure he was fine and stuff like that. And then after I spoke to his mom like a few days before he passed, and I was like, a spirit was like, oh, you go see me, go see me. I couldn't go to talk. I didn't go to see him because I was at school, at work. And then when I spoke to his mom, and she was like, oh, you just passed. I was like, what? I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I was at work when she told me, and I was like, what? But, you know, I love Pops. He was like my bestie. Like, if I needed something, he was there. If he needed something, I was there. And it's, you know, I know he's here with me, with all of us. You know, but, you know, we miss you. We love you. And, you know, until we meet again, bro.
Anyone else want to say something before we close? Okay.
I'm Pop's cousin. My fondest memory with Pops is I love how, like Uncle Neville said, he was always on the go, always wanted to be free. Like we went to Florida for my grandma's funeral, and he was he was literally like a caged bird there. He wanted to just get a rental car so bad just so he could leave. And I just remember like boosting him up, like telling him, say, Pops, like there's nothing around here. And he's like, Dad, I need a car, I need a rental car. And we're there boosting him up. I'm like, Pops, nothing. He's like, okay, stay here. I love that about Pops. Like I love, one of the hardest things for me throughout this whole thing was when he was in the hospital, he was so unaware about everything that was going on. That broke my heart for him, to know that he didn't know, or he couldn't get up and walk around, because if you know Pops, you know that was torture for him. So knowing, although it's heavy, knowing that he's not here anymore, I still feel good that he's like free, and I know wherever he is, he's in heaven somewhere on a bike somewhere, just gone 100 miles. So I'm happy that his spirit is free, although we'll miss him dearly, but that's it.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming out to support the family this evening. Pops was the son I never had. I have 3 girls, so when I met Neville, and I met Neville and Pops together, and they were always together. And the thing that stood out for me and my daughter when they came to the house is how he called his father Daddy. We had not heard that. Normally, an older, what we know, an older guy would call, Dad. So to hear him call him Daddy, my daughter was like, did you hear what he said? And I was like, yeah, call him Daddy. And one of my fondest memories of Pops is that he never left the house the first time. Even though he left, like, I'm leaving, he always came back for his keys, or he came back for the phone, or he came back he would forget something and come back in the house 2-3 times before he actually left. And I'm going to miss him dearly.
Well said. Well said. I like that. 2-3 times, right?
Hey guys, did y'all know that even though Pops was known for his cars and bikes and, being in the mechanic world, but did y'all know that he did heating and dealt with...
What is that?
HVAC? Yes.
Hey, what is that?
His dad, yes. With his dad. And he also, I think he was very good. And I remember one year, my heater broke down. And guess who fixed it? Pops. My boy came and he put a whole new motor, whatever it is I needed on my heater. And every time I go in my basement, I look at it. I said, look what my Popsy did. He fixed it. And I was so grateful because his dad was busy, and I couldn't find anybody to. And when I called Pops said, I can do it. I said, you sure? He said, yes. And he came and he fixed it, put a brand new one on. I had ordered it. Put a brand new one. Yes, sir. All I know is that the pump thing for my heater.
No, it's thingy.
The thingy. And it's fixed. And my heat, it works. So I was so grateful for him. I mean, he blessed my heart. And he was a person of his word. If he said he was going to come, well, with me, my experience with him.
He showed up.
He showed up, exactly.
There you go.
And so, yes, that was another, I had to let that be known in case anybody didn't know that he was more than just in the car thing. He did heating and yes.
There you
all
go.
That, I think he had something to do with that, did he? Or was it you?
Let's save some for tomorrow.
All right, guys. Without any further delay, we're going to get this party started.
Absolutely.
And there's drinks up here for those of you who like alcohol and would like to indulge, you're welcome, to come and, come up here. And more, there's more food for those of you who didn't eat as yet. There's food here. Like I said before, take all you want. Eat all
Mommy,
you can.
mommy, pretty girl, pretty daughter. Pretty girl. I tell you.
I'm Pop's cousin. But Pops was more like a big brother to me than anything else. I've known him my whole life. I remember us being in the kitchen. He's teaching me how to throw cheese balls and catch them with my mouth. Or chasing me around the house for having nail polish on. Or threatening any future boyfriends or anything. So, Pops always just loved to dance. If my uncle was ever throwing anything, I don't know if you guys know the song, but it's like fling, and you fling your shoulder, and he always used to love doing that dance anywhere he went. And I think the most painful thing about this whole thing is knowing that he couldn't do what he loved to do, which is to dance and be around his family. When anybody was having anything, he'd just be in the hospital and not being able to eat his favorite foods, not being able to drink what he wants. He's in a better place, and I hope he's doing everything he loves, and I hope he's planning on threatening me later on. So, but everybody loves Pops, everybody did love Pops, so I hope to see him someday.
Okay, guys. Thank you again thank you all for coming out and celebrating.
No more people?
Tomorrow.
How about you?
Oh my God. Listen, people, I'm not a speaker. This is the first time I ever do something like this. First time.
Let loose.
I think it's the alcohol. Why?
Whatever it is.
The first time I met Pops, I have a lightness for the kid. You know what I mean? But one of the memory I had with Pops, one day, Pops was a very macho man. Very macho. Yeah. I know Pops is in his truck. And I turned on the radio. Pops said, "My youth and my girl, where are you turning on the radio for?" Well, I want to leave that as that, but because I'm not a good speaker, and right now, because of the alcohol, my tongue is turning around. So, thank you very much, people. Appreciate it.
Respect.
All right, we're going to open up the dance floor, and for those of you who like to dance and come out, here it is.
Music. I'm tired now. Yeah, and Wi-Fi, but it's Wi-Fi. Go back to it.